Behind the quiet walls of a cathedral, the strangest comedy unfolded. All Gas and Gaiters turned church life into chaos, and the stories behind it are stranger still. Fact 1.
In 1880, for the sexcentenary.
The what, Dean?
The sexcentenary, Archdeacon. There was celebration.
Really? I'm not surprised.
At the heart of All Gas and Gaiters was the bishop, a man meant to radiate dignity, but who instead radiated disaster. He was clumsy, hesitant, and far too easily flustered. In place of holy wisdom came muddled mutterings and confused instructions. He stumbled over his words just as often as he stumbled over the furniture. His cassock seemed to catch on every piece of furniture in sight. Even serious moments dissolved into comic awkwardness. The bishop's attempts at authority usually collapsed in seconds. His face twisted into panic whenever problems arose, which was almost all the time. Viewers delighted in the sight of supposed solemnity turning into slapstick chaos. He was meant to lead, but instead he tripped, bumbled, and apologized endlessly. That contrast gave the series its surreal charm. The bishop's chaos reminded everyone that even the most respected roles can hide ridiculous human flaws.
I decided to take no risks.
Oh, well, it must have been you that locked us in.
Yes, you said he was an ugly customer.
Fact 2.
No photographs in the cathedral, sir, unless you pay a special fee to the dean. £3.
If the bishop was clumsy, the archdeacon was cunning. He delighted in creating mischief, whispering complaints, and stirring up trouble. His sarcasm cut through the cathedral halls like incense smoke. Where the bishop floundered, the archdeacon plotted. He seemed more interested in schemes than sermons. His eyebrows alone told half the jokes, arching in disapproval or sly amusement. He relished mocking the bishop's endless mistakes. Their arguments became highlights of the series, a battle of bumbling versus bitterness. The archdeacon's energy made him both antagonist and partner in chaos. He wasn't evil, just gloriously cantankerous. His wit sharpened every scene, ensuring that no solemnity survived for long. Fans loved his mischief as much as the bishop's stumbles. Together, they made the cathedral feel like a madhouse. The archdeacon proved that authority could be just as silly as incompetence.
So, what happened then?
Well, it was the plugs.
Oh,
Yeah, not the plugs. I said so all along, you know.
Fact 3.
Not on the easy payment plan. I only had to put down £50. £50, you put down £50.
Standing between the bishop and archdeacon was the chaplain, a man trembling with nerves. He was earnest but constantly overwhelmed. Every decision left him wringing his hands. His attempts to mediate only deepened the confusion. He often repeated himself, stammering in circles. The chaplain seemed terrified of both authority and responsibility. When given tasks, he usually panicked and bungled them immediately. His nervous laughter became a running joke, popping up at the worst times. Yet audiences adored his vulnerability. His wide-eyed innocence contrasted perfectly with the bishop's clumsiness and the archdeacon's mischief. He was like a frightened child trapped in cathedral robes. His fragility made him sympathetic, even when he contributed to the chaos. Without him, the comedy triangle would have collapsed. He was the nervous heartbeat of the cathedral's madness.
I've called to see the bishop.
Have you brought your giraffe?
Fact 4.
Lovely bits of paper. Admit one to the crypt of St. Paul's.
Many of the funniest moments came from sermons that unravelled before they even began. The bishop would shuffle his notes, drop his papers, and lose his place. Congregations listened in bafflement as sentences tangled and meanings vanished. Sometimes entire sermons collapsed into unrelated ramblings. The chaplain tried to help, but usually made things worse. A simple prayer could last twice as long as intended. Instead of calm authority, the pulpit became a stage for disaster. The archdeacon often rolled his eyes, his face betraying pure disdain. What should have been solemn moments turned into comic performances. Fans loved seeing the sacred twisted into silliness. The laughter didn't mock faith, but celebrated human fallibility. A sermon about patience might end with the bishop shouting in frustration. Each service proved that chaos lurked even in church pews. Sermons gone wrong became one of the show's defining delights.
I have something that I wish to give you.
Not the tickets for law.
No, my lord, a reading of my sermon.
Oh.
Fact 5.
Oh, have you, my lord?
Yes, she came down here a couple of years ago.
What's she like?
A giraffe in a frock.
The humour didn't stay in the cathedral. It followed the clergy into their homes. Domestic life was just as riddled with mistakes and misunderstandings. Dinner parties descended into disasters of spilled food and broken crockery. Tea trays became weapons of accidental destruction. The bishop's attempts to relax often led to fresh chaos. Even conversations at the dinner table spiraled into arguments. The chaplain's awkwardness didn't stop at the pulpit. He was just as nervous at home. The archdeacon, of course, found mischief everywhere, turning family visits into comic battles. The blending of holy duties and homely blunders gave the show warmth. It reminded viewers that even authority figures struggled with daily life. The contrast between sacred roles and ordinary mess made it all funnier. Clerical chaos proved that mishaps don't stop at the cathedral doors. They simply follow wherever the characters went.
Ours was a ringing romance. In fact, we first met in a belfry.
That explains a lot.
Fact 6.
Just take it down to the SOPO.
So what?
The St. Aug's Post Office, my lord.
Much of the comedy came from the clash of egos inside the cathedral. The bishop wanted to be respected, but couldn't keep control. The archdeacon wanted to dominate, but enjoyed stirring trouble more. The chaplain wanted peace, but lacked the courage to enforce it. Their desires collided in every conversation. Small disagreements grew into ridiculous arguments. A decision about flowers could turn into a shouting match. Who sat where at a service became a full-blown crisis. Their inability to agree made the cathedral feel more like a circus. Audiences laughed at the absurdity of so much pomp collapsing into bickering. The clash of personalities gave every scene an edge. No one ever truly won these battles. Instead, chaos reigned supreme, powered by fragile pride. That endless conflict drove the bizarre comedy forward.
Woman? Woman?
Well, the woman we're talking about.
Well, I've been talking about a biscuit battle.
Fact 7.
Thank you. She may stay maid, she did.
I suppose I can't object.
I would.
Though filled with witty dialogue, the show also loved slapstick. Clergy tripped over carpets during processions. Hymn books fell from pews like rain. Cassocks got tangled in chairs and doors. Tea spilled, papers scattered, and candles toppled over. The bishop's clumsy hands made accidents inevitable. The chaplain's nerves made him fumble constantly. Even the archdeacon wasn't safe from pratfalls. Viewers laughed at the mixture of highbrow settings and lowbrow tumbles. Physical chaos gave the comedy a visual bite. It turned solemn church interiors into playgrounds of slapstick. The combination of dignity and disaster became irresistible. Fans never knew whether a scene would end in words or wreckage. That unpredictability made the show bizarrely addictive. Physical comedy was the glue that held the madness together.
How can you say that, Dean?
Because in the 13th century, my lord, the clergy were unmarried.
Fact 8.
Oh, well, if you say so, Bishop.
Right, Henry. Come on.
Coming, Bishop.
Episodes often revolved around situations that spiraled absurdly out of control. A small misunderstanding became a crisis of faith. A misplaced letter created days of confusion. Arguments about traditions exploded into chaos. A simple visit turned into a war of words. The chaplain's attempts to calm things usually ignited fresh problems. The bishop's mistakes fanned the flames further. The archdeacon, meanwhile, added fuel with sarcastic remarks. What started small always grew to ridiculous size. The comedy lay in watching little things balloon into disasters. Even the most trivial detail became a major event. Viewers recognized the absurdity of life blown out of proportion. That reflection gave the show its timeless appeal. Strange situations reminded fans that chaos hides in every corner. And All Gas and Gaiters love to uncover it.
What on earth are you up to?
I'm in training, Bishop.
No, Henry, you do yourself an injury. Now, be steady, Henry.
Fact 9.
Don't stand there chatting, Grace. I want to go home.
Oh, of course. Will you take him to the dean?
The series stood out because it dared to portray clergy as figures of fun. Instead of solemn leaders, they were bumbling humans. The bishop was confused, the chaplain was nervous, and the archdeacon was mischievous. Their flaws didn't weaken them. They made them funny and relatable. Authority crumbled under the weight of pratfalls and stammers. For audiences, it was refreshing to see dignity undone. The robes and rituals only heightened the absurdity. It showed that even sacred figures were vulnerable to chaos. Fans enjoyed the blend of reverence and ridicule. It wasn't cruel but affectionate, laughing at human weakness. The comedy made the clergy oddly lovable. Their mistakes made them human first, holy second. That perspective gave the show a bizarre but charming legacy.
No, not on the easy payment plan. I only had to put down £50.
£50, you put down £50.
Fact 10.
Where would you like it, sir?
Oh, over there, please. Just over there.
Have you a pound coin?
Yes, just down by the fireplace.
Stick it there, Enoch. This is good, lad.
Though the series belonged to its era, its spirit of chaos lingered. Fans remembered the bishop's flustered stares long after the show ended. They recalled the archdeacon's sharp barbs and mischievous smirks. The chaplain's nervous laughter became a symbol of the madness. Viewers spoke fondly of sermons that collapsed into nonsense. They laughed again at memories of spilled tea and broken furniture. The strangeness of clergy caught in slapstick became unforgettable. It wasn't just comedy, it was controlled chaos wrapped in cassocks. The mix of wit, clumsiness and absurdity created something unique. Fans treated it as a treasure of oddball humour. Its characters lingered in memory, clumsy yet beloved. The Cathedral may have been fictional, but the laughter was real. All Gas and Gaiters left behind a legacy of gentle madness. And that madness remains its strangest and most delightful story.